Hi, welcome to December's Create and Build Challenge. This month, we're going to be making catapults. Our catapults have a pretty simple design, but there's a lot of science going into this. So we're going to take a look and see what we can find out. So materials this month are pretty simple. I used some large popsicle sticks. If you don't have popsicle sticks, pencils, markers, crayons, extra takeaway chopsticks, anything that's got a sturdy, long, straight piece will definitely work. You need something to attach them together. I've got some rubber bands here. You can use string. Maybe you've got some really strong tape at home. I like the rubber bands because they have some elastic in them, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And I'm using a spoon for my container that's going to hold my object that we're going to launch. So you can use a bottle cap or some other small thing that will help keep your object ready to go. So how did I assemble my catapult? Well, I wanted the base of my catapult to be kind of thick, so I stacked some popsicle sticks together, grabbed some of my rubber bands. I rubber band both ends, and my rubber bands, I got a pack that has a couple different sizes. I found that really useful. But if you have large ones, you'll just need to wrap them a little bit more. Or if you have short ones, you won't have to wrap them as much. And then I take my two popsicle sticks. I'm going to slide them between my base. What's this going to create is a fulcrum and a lever. And that's going to help us cause some tension to build back here that's going to help launch our objects. So I'm going to take another rubber band, and I'm just going to rubber band this bottom part. This one I like to do very tight, so it creates a lot of tension. And then I want to stabilize this in between here. So I'm going to take another rubber band and sort of a cross pattern. Just go around a couple times. Again, I just want to make sure that this piece is staying in between here. And maybe one more going the other way. All right. And then we need to attach our launch on here. And again, another rubber band over the spoon and in between there. Like I said, if you don't have rubber bands, tape, string, yarn, anything that'll attach it will work. So now the key part, we need to test our catapults. Since it is winter, I've got some snowballs, aka cotton balls. You're going to set it on your launch cup. You're going to pull back, and you want to stabilize your base, so I'd hold your finger here. And again, while we're testing our catapults, we want to make sure our test field is cleared of siblings, pets, or other people. We don't want to launch things at others. Pull back and release, and there's your catapults. You might also want to try different materials. I've got some marshmallows. These are pretty tiny. Maybe you have some bigger ones. So same thing, pull down, pull back, and launch. So like I said, this is a very simple design for a catapult. There's a lot of other ways you can design your catapult that could make it sturdier, could make it have a lot more tension, so your object will go further. You can also try testing out your catapult with different materials. Like I said, we've got cotton balls and mini marshmallows. What if you had a bigger marshmallow? What if you had a ping pong ball? Try it out and see how accurate and how far you can get your object to launch with your catapult. As always, we'll have a link in the description for more resources if you want to learn more about the science behind catapults and different designs for building your own. And a reminder, winter reading is going on right now. You can sign up at northbrook.info, and we'll see you next month. Happy building!